So,
Yeah.
but the athletes have
You see,
been training.
The thing is, what individual sports will always expose you. Unlike team sports where even if one person is not pulling or one person is not performing well, the entire team may cover the person.
Yeah, but this is also
Individual sports,
this is team.
I get you.
This is team.
I get
It's
you.
a team. It's a relay team.
I get you. It's a relay team.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that when it comes to athletics, it is more individualistic.
Yeah.
That is how come the individual time of each athlete counts.
Yeah.
Unlike football, anything can happen. As for athletics, it is more scientific.
Yeah.
If you can't make 9.18, you can't make 9.18. If your highest is 10.2, and the people you are going to compete
but
with,
no one has ever
making,
made 9.80.
it's just an example why the world record is 9.65 or
It's 9.58.
1.58. That is
Yes.
fine. But my point is that if you are competing with people who make good time than you, if you don't put in the work and investment, nothing can happen. As for football, somebody can score an own goal. Athletics, have you ever seen an own goal in athletics before?
Oh, somebody can get a muzzle pull and slow down.
Aziz Ansar gave you muzzle pull in Athens, I think, in 2004.
Yeah.
That was the closest we came in the finals. I mean, getting a goal.
Was that his name? Aziz Ansar or Aziz Zakari?
Aziz
Zakari.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zakari. Why is
I
he?
think that race was won by Justin.
No,
he's
he's
a
part of the
coach. No,
coach.
he's a team coach.
He's a team coach.
I think
a team
I saw
coach
him
for
at
the
the
Ghana
All-Star
team.
games. Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, but that, we saw him together. Except that you don't know him. Was the one.
Yeah,
I was with you and
we saw. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, Aziz Zakari. Yeah. He
and
blazed the trail.
Oh, look, don't get me wrong. I will be happy if Ghana progresses to the final.
Yeah, we should progress to the final at least.
I'm being realistic.
Yeah.
We haven't invested. We should expect little. And people were trolling. What is his name?
Azamati.
Why were they trolling him?
Well, some were saying that the shades that he wears before he should, but it is sponsored.
Yeah.
That is how the guy
makes his money.
Yeah, because the Ghana athletics people are not going to put any proper prize money, give it to them and all of that, and the Olympics themselves too. I don't think they give prize money to the athletes. A lot of the athletes actually live on the sponsorships that comes with them. The leverage on their feet, and then they get sponsorship deals and all of that. The World Olympic Committee themselves don't even give the athletes any money. So then the countries that these athletes represent have to step in and say, okay, if you win, a bronze medal, a silver medal, or a gold medal, this is how much we're going to give you, and all of that. I don't know what the case is for Ghana. Well, I don't know if there's even any money for the Ghana team.
One of the things that could have given us medals, so many medals, is boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah. But this time around, we don't have any boxer at the Olympics.
That's what's the point.
We don't have any.
Maybe with that,
we don't have any
we
boxer.
We're a football nation.
Yeah.
The last time we qualified for the Olympics was in 2004 Athens.
Yeah.
ACN and Apia and Co.
Yeah, for the Olympic Games football.
Yeah. That one we hesited first round.
With the boxing.
So the last time we performed well, even in the Olympics, was 96, Atlanta 96.
Yeah.
Because the Sydney Games, we didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Then we came to 2004. So the last time we actually performed in the Olympics,
no, but at least,
96. That is how many people?
No, but at least
this, listening to you, how many of them?
No, but at least this Olympics, we have some good representation. We had a representation in high jump. We had a representation.
It is this comment
in
that
the 100.
That's where
In the 100 meters,
we applaud mediocrity. We
have
give standing ovation to mediocrity.
We have representation in the 4x100 relay, which we are going to be seeing today.
Don't forget the same 4x whatever really disappointed in the All African Games. They failed to win gold.
Yeah. Oh, that was because of a baton change issue.
But it will be because of something that somebody will know.
Exactly.
There will always be a reason.
Because of a
it's like somebody
change
that in the
issue.
postmortem will always reveal something.
The Nigerians who won the gold will not have been able to win that gold. They themselves, they know. And then not being a baton change issue.
Even host nation, all of us were
come on.
But
when it came to the 100 meters and came to the 200 meters, there's no other athletes who won the gold.
100 meters, no.
I mean, the 200 didn't Joe Paul win gold in the 200 meters.
100 meters.
All right, so here's the thing, and I just want to concentrate on this lady, Zavi Drive. Zavi now competes for Bahrain. She's a Kenyan. She won gold, 3,000 meters. She beat her own country woman to win the gold. Do you know why?
But she's representing Bahrain.
And not that's because she could not make the cut in Kenya. So what she did was to change her nationality and go compete for Bahrain,
and
right?
She has won.
And exactly, you know why? Because they made the facilities. No, they made facilities available for her.
What about the Nigerian? I think there's also a Nigerian who has switched.
For Africa, no, they're everywhere. Even inside they are Ghanaians. There's this Japanese.
I think there's one Nigerian who I think their committee failed to register or something like that. She has switched to the US.
Okay.
And when she switched to the US, you know, she's actually made it. Let me look for that story.
Yeah,
let me look for that story.
Yes. So Xavi has won gold for 300 meters steeplechase, beating her own countrywomen to this. This had always been dominated by the Kenyans, right? But because she didn't make the cut, she decided to switch nationality. She got the facilities she needed. She put in the work, trained. And now the gold medalist for that particular category is a Kenyan. But just that, a Kenyan representing Bahrain.
Yeah.
That has been our story as a continent. We don't put in the work. We don't put in the infrastructure. But for some strange reason, we don't want to shout Kumbaya. And that is it. Magic. It won't happen. See, the gold medalist for boxing is a Ukrainian. First silver medalist, again another white. A field that was dominated by us.
Not just us.
Now we've been pushed out.
Even South America, what's happening to them? What's happening to the Mexicans? And
that's the point.
Because you know, boxing,
yes,
us or
South
them. Americans, and Americans too will be there.
Yeah, now the Europeans are taking over.
No, but look, I'm looking at the medal table since we started participating in the Olympics in 1952. There's the Helsinki Games. Charlie, it is not good though, Ivy. By sports, boxing. I told you, boxing has given us 4 medals.
Oh yes.
Football,
okay.
1.
Yeah, football 1. Yeah, that's it.
Done. So I found it. Her name is Annette. Annette Echi Kun. Is it Echi Kunwoke? Annette Echi Kunwoke. Yeah. So she was supposed to compete for Nigeria at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, but now she's changed to the US.
I think you're going to tell us what happened.
Yeah, so it was because of Nigeria's negligence at a particular point in time. I'm trying. Okay, this is BBC Pidgin.
Yeah.
Let me switch from BBC Pidgin to
BBC
more, so that I can
a more receptive side.
A more receptive side, you know. Okay, let me go to the Washington Post. It says that. So she won in the hammer throw, right? She's a silver medalist in the hammer throw. So she was so according the whole story is that she was supposed to compete with Nigeria, right, or for Nigeria, and they failed to register her at some point, like they did with one of their athletes very recently, where she's missed out on
Paris.
So something like that, and then she wasn't too happy about it, and so she switched nationality, and she's now represented the US, and then she has won a silver medal for the US, you know, in that. So I mean, so that's the long and short of the whole story. I'm looking at it. So why did Annette switch nationality from Nigeria to USA? So her decision to move from Nigeria to the United States was not based on her personal choice, but due to the immense negligence she faced from the Athletics Federation of Nigeria that cost her participation at the Tokyo Olympics 3 years ago. In 2021, she was set to compete for Nigeria, you know, at the event, and even qualified for the Nigerian Olympic team. However, she, along with the other 9 Nigerian athletes, were deemed ineligible for the event after the AFN failed to conduct the mandatory doping tests. According to the anti-doping rules, all Nigerian athletes had to go through 3 out of competition anti-doping tests within 10 months of the start of the competition. These rules were not abided by the Nigerian Federation, leading to the disqualification of these 9 Nigerian athletes, including Annette. And, you know, so following the exclusion from the Tokyo Olympic squad, she took to Instagram to lash out at the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. And, you know, after all of that, she later decided she was going to switch nationality to the US, and she switched to the US. And at this year's Olympics, she's a silver medalist. Yeah. So that's her story.
Yeah. So, what? No, trust me. If she had not switched, she wouldn't have been a silver medalist. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest. Yes. Yeah. So what actually happened was a blessing in disguise. So instead of blaming the Nigerian
perhaps this time around they would have learned from their mistake. Registered.
No, it's not about that. It's about the facilities that we made available for you to train to get the silver medal.
But I'm more interested in Ghana. 52. 5 medals, 1 silver, 4 bronze. What's his name?
Is it not boxing?
Rome, boxing. Eddie Blay, Tokyo, 64, boxing. Prince Amate, 1972, Munich, boxing. Football team, of course, Barcelona, 92, as you mentioned. And Samuel Techi,
the recent one,
5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, medals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up with
we show up.
athletes?
No, in our case, like show up and be counted, right? Yeah. So we show up and we are counted.
We are at least we show up.
Yeah.
We show up. Oh, but there are some countries who have never won.
That is what I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
There are some
Anyway,
countries.
St. Lucian won their
St.
first
Lucia,
medal, but it was good.
First 2 medals.
Yeah, but it's good.
She won gold in the
gold.
100 meters.
Yeah.
She won gold in the 100 meters and she won silver in the
Yeah.
200
So
meters.
ironically, the country in the past known as Gold Coast has never won gold.
No.
We're not called Gold Coast because of
We're called Gold Coast because of good.
because
Physical
of
good.
Physical gold that you could find.
Anyway,
on the shores. But
Yeah.
so but Star 103.5 FM is 10 years old. So join us to celebrate 10 years of impact, 10 years of resilience and excellence in broadcasting. We've seen the fantastic heights and the challenging lows and everything in between. So we are saying a very big thank you to you, our cherished listeners, for sticking and staying. And the best days of our partnership are here. And there are more coming. So we're very, very happy and very, very excited. And so grateful to you listening to Star 103.5 FM now for continuing to stay with us and making us what we are today. And to our clients and to our sponsors out there, we are more than grateful. And expect nothing but the best from us. Expect more exciting, mutually beneficial engagements. And the success of our 10-year journey has been made possible because of all of you out there, and our dearly loved and esteemed listeners. And of course, our dearly loved and esteemed team. Team Emmanuel Biko. Thank you very much.
The ginger man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
10 years already.
Yeah. You've been here from the beginning.
10 years already.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. To our very own Ibrahim Al-Hassan. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Team Starr FM.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Donko.
Yeah.
Where is he?
We're inviting you. Join us tomorrow.
Yeah.
For
Thank
the
you very
official
much.
lunch.
Thank you very
Especially you
much.
are ardent listeners.
Yes,
Come.
yes.
Come and win
yes.
many fantabulous prizes. Yes.
So we are doing something big tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we are inviting everybody who has been a part of the Star
Yeah.
FM
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah.
To you, our esteemed listeners, of course, you are our number one priority. What we
Yeah.
do here is because of
It's
you.
okay. Please, you can.
Without you, we are nothing.
Yeah.
Without you, we are nothing.
Yeah.
The reason why we exist here is because of you listening right now. If you don't listen, there is no reason for us to exist.
Yeah.
We exist because of you. So you are our single most important stakeholder. You
Bam.
see, there is nobody who is more important than you.
Bamsing.
Absolutely nobody that is more important than you listening right now. If you
Yeah.
don't listen, we don't have a reason to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you are the most important person in all of this. There's nobody who is more important than you. And we thank you so much for listening. So we are inviting you tomorrow. At what time?
It's 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
For the official launch of Star at 10.
Yeah.
There are going to be a lot of exciting things to do for you to win prizes.
Exactly.
Yes, so we are inviting you to come. We want to see you here.
Yes.
If you are
when you
Adam
come,
listener.
ask for Lantam.
When you come, ask for Ibrahim Hassan.
Meet and greet. Ask for Emmanuel Biko as well.
Yes.
The ginger man. He will supply a lot of ginger.
And all those who have also passed through Star FM.
Yeah. Ask of Nadidi.
Yes.
Yeah, you will see her there. Live in living color.
Yeah. Everybody. If you've been a part of the Star FM story before, you just pass through.
Yeah.
Pass through. Francis Aban, we are inviting you.
Oh no, he'll be there.
We are inviting you,
Francis will be there.
Yes.
Francis will be there.
Leave VRA and come.
Just for a moment.
Yeah, just for a moment. Leave VRA just for a moment and come. Yeah, so we're excited about Star 10. Any fun memories? The last time you tried to share a little bit
no,
of
very
fun memories.
It's been
when you
it's been an interesting
when
journey.
you came to Star from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey. See, any journey that affords you the opportunity to serve, right? And I've said this on countless occasions, and listeners will bear us out. Sometimes you undertake one thing or the other, you deal with one thing or the other, and people call in, and you are reflecting exactly how they are feeling, right? And they tell you that because of that conversation you had, their morning is made. They've been uplifted one way or the other. They've gotten a solution to their problem one way or the other. That's what it's all about. That is it. That is it. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Emmanuel Biko.
Yo,
Chairman.
Tia block also. Chairman, Tia block also.
You've also been there. You've also been there.
Oh yeah.
Any fond memories?
Oh yeah.
Throughout the 10-year journey, share some of them with us.
Oh, so many from the newsroom,
from the Kwamla Dumont newsroom.
Stories that impacted people positively. I mean, and that is what radio or media is supposed to be about. Not only highlighting the problems, sometimes contributing to fixing the problems as well. And I think we as Starr have also paid our dues. I mean, there are stories that we did for people, and society came. I mean, we rallied support for people. We made positive impact. So all of those things. But there have been also so many personal experiences. That, of course, people should come tomorrow
and then we'll share them
and hear the drama that sometimes happens in And myself and we've witnessed a lot.
And
some of the participants are now in high places
in
government, and you'll be amazed if they told you this
that's true.
In this manner
that's true.
When they were in the newsroom. So
that's true.
These are conversations that we can have if you join us tomorrow for us to celebrate our 10th anniversary.
It's like what you call the cupola furnace, and it's like a very heated and charged container where all the stories are cooked, right? And in the process of cooking the stories, tempest flare, heaters exchanges, all geared towards getting the best for you, the listener. And so that's the newsroom setting.
And I also remember very well how our other colleagues used to see us. 2014, 2015.
Oh yes.
There was one time we were going for assignment. The drivers. We had so many vehicles. Assignment. The drivers, I don't know where they were.
Yeah.
And the CEO at the time was using Bolari, was using this Infinity. Why are we standing here? Just told the driver to go and drop us. I said, look, at the press center, even today, I have colleagues who remind me that we were bringing Infinity
for assignment. Cruising in Infinity.
I think we set a certain, we raised the bar, as far as, especially because you know that in the media landscape, especially when it comes to remuneration, it's always a problem, right? People are not, paid well. But EIB, blazed the trail when it comes to that, because they had a certain vision that, look, if you recruit people to work for you as journalists, as reporters, as presenters, and all of that, they don't necessarily have to leverage on the platform, to be able to make ends meet, right? Or to be able to live, decently. But if you pay them well, they will do well. If you pay them well, they will do well. And that's exactly what happened. And as long as people were paid well,
others also start up.
Others also start up.
Yes, they start up and did the right thing. If you don't do, you are losing your people. So it's good.
So it's been quite a journey. It's been quite a journey, and through thick and thin. In the good times, in the bad times,
in the not so good times.
Yes, we're still here.
We're
still here. So the resilience is there. And everything boils down to you. The one listening right now. You listening out there right now, whether you're listening to us in your car going to work, or whether you're listening to us at home, or whether you're already in the office and you're tuned into 103.5 FM, or whether you are listening to us from a shop, or wherever it is you are listening to us from. It's because of you. Without you, Charlie, without you,
we won't be here.
We have no business being here. If it wasn't for you.
And then to our partners as well. Yes. And when I talk about our partners, I'm talking about the businesses that give us support, the commercial partners, and of course we serve you because they push us. This is an investment, and then it requires money for you to hear me as I speak, right? And those brands have been with us from day one, and of course I can, on top of my head, single out MTN and a few others who have been with us from day one, and I'm sure at the appropriate time we'll celebrate them properly. Because I was sharing a story about what I think Kwesi Abuaje of Peace FM said. He sat on air and he wondered the caliber of people EIB recruited, because with all the stories flying about, and we're still competing, and he will go to our site and still find competing stories. He could not help but ask that question on air.
Not just him, he did that, and also the Deputy Tourism Minister.
Yes.
Mante,
yes.
And that should tell you how resilient our workforce have been. Every company will have their own challenges.
Yeah.
Even myself, sometimes I wonder the kind of colleagues that I have with. Like
it's shocking.
You are down, they raise you, they lift you up. They are also down, you lift them up. And I mean, that has always been.
Yeah.
And that is the secret.
Yeah.
For other businesses who want to know how we still survive.
And of course, and this we will tell them. We'll tell them, and that's just one out of the many that I will tell them. See, at EIB, what we do is that we work for each other. So, if you realize, for the longest time, I've not been on leave, and I can tell you that it's because of CAB, it's because of Lantam, because I know that not being present will affect Lantam one way or the other. Lantam knows that not being present will affect me one way or the other. People knows that not being present, and that's it. So we work for each other.
We work for each other.
That's it. That's the secret.
Yeah. And in working for each other, we are working for you.
Exactly.
Our cherished listener, we are working for you. You know, so we're excited. We're excited that we've been able to weather the storm. You know, our anchor has held through the storms.
Yes, well, the anchor hold
in the storms of life. You know, I was singing the song.
That's actually about me as lecture. You guys, you missed it. With the anchor hold.
Yeah, so
I think you should play that song.
Yes.
Will your
or you should
anchor
recite the
hold?
lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh, I sang the song with Etonam Kumashi.
Okay.
What was it? Was it on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Right before we ended the show.
Yeah.
Right before we ended the show.
That is our unofficial theme song.
I sang that hymn.
But in this case, the anchor has held.
Yeah, the anchor has held, you know. So we can
this is
sing
the question that people started asking from day one.
Or the stars fly.
Now that we attend, we'll keep asking or we move to another band.
Yeah, so, you know, let's, will your anchor hold in the storms of life? That is the hymn, right?
That's the hymn, man.
Yeah.
Is it a Methodist hymn?
It's a Methodist hymn.
Oh, okay. That okay. Then it's too fast.
Listen. It's a Methodist hymn. It's a Baptist hymn.
No, Methodist. You're from a Methodist phone. Methodist phone. They go
there are some
slow.
hymns that cut across. There are some hymns that everybody sings.
The fact that it's your hymn doesn't make it your hymn.
Your hymn. Yeah.
You need to go back, and see who composed it.
Let's just say.
Ruben Mark.
So,
but I don't know.
Add Methodist and see whether Ruben Mark belongs to the Methodist.
Yeah, so will your anchor hold it? But this one was authored by authored by Priscilla J. Owens.
Okay.
Right, and she published 145 hymnals. So some of these people who published hymnals, they didn't necessarily compose hymns for one particular church or for one particular denomination. They just composed hymns, and then churches adopted it into their hymn books. That is why you find maybe one particular hymn. It is in the Baptist hymnal, it's in the Methodist hymnal, it's in the Presby hymnal.
No church can claim ownership.
Can claim ownership, but you just give props to the composer of the hymn, but it's found across.
I'm still singing it.
And
but I mean, in fact, the reason why I brought in Methodist, I said, we've heard this before. Obrano Kosulu to say Methodist for him.
But the anchor has all. Will your anchor hold in the storms of life? When the clouds unfold their wings of strife, when the strong tides lift and the cables strain, will your anchor drift or firm remain? We have an anchor that keeps the soul steadfast and sure while the billows roll. Fastened to the rock which cannot move, grounded firm and deep in the Savior's
Those who are telling numbers will say Ghana Cemetery. We're singing things.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Charlie, kudos. Hey, stanza. No, we'll sing that one tomorrow.
We'll consider the rest on Star Sanctuary.
Yes. You want to take Pastor Alex Brown's work? I beg you. Let's
good morning to Pastor Alex Brown.
Yeah, good morning, Pastor Alex Brown.
So we're excited.
We are.
Yes, the anchor is holding.
Yeah.
In the storms of EIB.
Yeah.
But we are still here.
Yeah, we are.
And we are still here to make sure that we serve you.
Yeah, and then of course, good morning, Saruko. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Aisha. Good morning, Rajibawa. Good morning, Papa BCU. Good morning, Eben from Kwabenya. Good morning, George. Aaron from Latabia Kwashi. Yes, Aaron. Yes, Baba Kumensa or something. Yeah, and many Kwame. In fact, Desmond, Butrus, Butrus from what's the name? Dansuman, and everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning to you all.
Good morning to you all.
recently we've not done too well with activating the
phone lines. Today they will allow them.
Not done too well.
Today they will allow them to call.
We apologize.
Yeah.
Again, I've already apologized for not activating the phone lines. So let's apologize again. Yeah. If the finance minister can apologize,
why can't
for giving us haircut?
Yeah.
If the finance minister can apologize for giving us haircuts, we're also allowed to apologize. Are we?
Yeah.
So the finance minister says that he's sorry for.
We are sorry.
Giving us haircuts. Say too little, too late.
He says it was a necessary evil. But we are waiting for an apology from the. I'm still waiting for. Yesterday I said it. I'll say it again today. If the finance minister has apologized, the appointing authority himself has to apologize, because he emphatically told us that he's not going to give us haircuts.
And you are waiting for a lot of things. Add this to the you waiting the return of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that one is also
add it to the list. I'm sure you have a few lists.
Yeah. Waiting for the return of Jesus Christ.
Waiting for appointing authority.
The return of Jesus Christ is a sure banker.
Yeah, he will
that's
return.
when it will happen. We just do not know the hour that he will come.
So we just want to, it may happen.
But no.
We don't know.
Akufo-Addo, we have to impress on him to do it.
Oh, okay. The press, you guys.
That is why we're asking. That is why we're asking for it. The president should apologize to us.
No worry. Okay. They meet the press. The last.
Yeah. So the return of Jesus Christ, of course, it's certain. That
one is a banker. But it will happen.
The how and then the when.
That is when we don't.
That's
know.
what we don't.
Maybe
know.
it's even happening. Maybe if you die, that's your appointed.
It's possible. Or like Mr. Bean said, he could just tell her, so I'm sorry, all of you, the Jews were right. and then
even the how, we have a semblance of how it will happen.
No, we don't know.
The Bible describes. The Bible describes the second coming of Christ, right? But as to the when.
Yeah. Okay. So my how relative to the return of Jesus Christ is different from your how. So that's the point I made. That's the point I made. My how is different from your. My belief is that he's called Andebisa. He will return as a Muslim.
In Islam.
Yeah, in Islam.
Yeah. Yes, in Christianity, we also believe that the second coming of Jesus Christ
will come.
It will happen.
Yeah, and that will be before rapture, after rapture.
That will be. You see, the rapture will happen.
Okay. But as to when and that one too, we don't know.
Yeah, the rapture will happen. People will be caught up, in the air with Jesus. We have to go back to the book of Revelation.
Okay.
And get the details. So that will happen, and then there's going to be the tribulation, and a whole lot of
and then there'll be judgment.
There's a story. There's a instrumental part that I like.
The trumpets. You hear the trumpets.
Yeah. Some will be in four corners of the world. That will be where.
Yes.
So. It will be on the high sea. So this part, the northern sector is covered. They will do the southeast and the southwest. Maybe Jamaica.
It sounded 3 times, right?
So the trumpet shall sound and the dead shall be raised. Yeah.
For judgment, you go your face judgment.
Yeah.
But imagine Judgment Day where they'll play your thing for all of us to see, like big projector, Lanta Papa.
That's it. Yeah.
Stand here.
This was your life.
So you see that you were sick. Then they'll show you at the pub.
Yeah.
Then your manager will see, but your manager has big problems.
Exactly. No, nobody. No. You are absolutely right.
For the pub, no dear.
No.
You will not see me there.
No. See,
maybe
you see it somewhere else.
Maybe you see me somewhere else.
Yeah, but you're very right. We are told by the holy books that you'll be too occupied with your own questions you have to answer that you care less about what somebody is facing. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. So, but what we also know is that your body parts will bear testimony against you. They will bear witness actually against you. So the things you did with your hands, your mouth will not speak for it.
The hands will speak for itself.
Yes.
But some organ, the hands, they're fine.
There's a certain organ
Hey, you guys. So just do good. Just do good.
Yeah. Anyway, if that organ were to speak today.
Anyway,
if that organ were to speak today,
Guardian Times,
the kinds of things, the places it will tell people that it has entered.
The Guardian Times this morning, I'll start. A security services recruitment, enlistment must be transparent. Only qualified persons have to be recruited. 4 security experts are saying, comes with a picture of Professor Vladimir Danso as well, together with some other 3 security experts who have spoken about the recruitment, because yesterday the dailies actually carried it, that of the police, that of the fire service, and we told that of the immigration as well. And Ghana receives $155 million World Bank support to restore degraded coastal areas. Hooray! So the sea defense project will continue in earnest. Walugu Dam, $12 million payment. We will hold those responsible accountable. That's according to John Dramani Mahama. Government awards contract to relatives, friends, through sole source. That's according to Sami Jemfi. He's alleging that government has been awarding contract to cronies.
I think he mentioned the name of
the Vice President.
Abraham
Baumia. Yeah. Vice President Baumia. Yes, I think Ablakwa has been at this for a while, relative to some contracts that have been awarded. Yeah, true sole sourcing. Back page of the Ghanaian Times, half of Ghanaian babies not exclusively breastfed. That's according to Ghana Secretarial Service. And this is quite interesting. Breastfeeding is very important, right? Not just the nutritional value. It serves as a bond between the baby and then the mother. But for some strange reason, many woke women are of the opinion that their breasts will sag, right? If they breastfeed. And because of that, they don't. Denying the children.
Seriously?
Oh, no, I bet you. Oh, if you want open phone lines. The women, for some strange reason, think that if they breastfeed, because if you are to go even biblical, you are supposed to breastfeed 2 years. 2 years.
So the other things that happen to the okay, it's okay. It will not let it sag.
Yeah, you see that thing. So breastfeed the baby. You are denying the baby nutrition, food, bonding. Breastfeed.
Oh, but there are ways that you can still do the breastfeeding without necessarily have to let the baby suckle on the breast, right? There are pumping.
You see,
you ask the baby if the baby prefers that before.
You see,
no. So there's a way to trick, because sometimes the baby is able to tell that, okay, this is actually coming from a feeding bottle, and maybe the baby knows the difference.
That bonding will not exist.
And the baby wants this themselves. So, but there are certain feeding bottles which actually
mimic
effects. Actually feel like the
but
tip
nature
of
is still nature.
If you look at like the tip of the, so you express, because it's not every time
that you
because if you have to go to work and all of that, you express some of your breast milk in a feeding bottle and give it to them. That is still exclusive breastfeeding, because it's not anything else but breast milk.
Yeah,
just that it's not coming. Just that it's in. You've expressed it into a bottle, so that is also there. If you don't want your breast to sag, you can do that.
No, but who told you that breastfeeding makes your breast sag? That's the point I'm making. It doesn't.
Maybe we need to ask.
It's not scientific. To the people,
I'm not being judgmental, but I think if you've waited for 9 months for something, the least you can do is to give an extra 6 months to that. It is the least you can do.
So the exclusive breastfeeding is simple, not adding anything, right? Sometimes,
not adding, just
breast milk for the 6 months, right? For the 6 months. I know people who have been able to do it, and it's good.
Yeah, but some people by 3-4 months, Charlie, they are tired and they start, adding cocoa.
Some people, it's not that they even add. Some people, they don't breastfeed them at all. That's the issue. You can do and add, no problem. I don't have, but then they say they won't.
No, the ones who don't breastfeed, usually maybe there's a problem with producing breast milk or something, and so there are all of these formulas and things that they can give to the babies.
The things and whatever. So that's it for the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the Daily Guide is the next newspaper I have, and Baumia pokes Mahama. Baumia pokes road toll debates.
How did Mahama find his name there?
Be careful.
Security beefed up in Mion over clashes, and I confirm Ghost chases Mahama. Jogate Committee submits Black Shield reports to Parliament, and NEIP launches presidential pitch. Back page of the Daily Guide newspaper, Kotoko. Face DC United in US, and GMA, Japan Motors corporate run launched, and UEFA bans Morata, Rodri for Gibraltar chant. These are the lead stories in the Daily Guide.
Okay, so before we go on, so I told you guys that that hymn is actually from the Methodists. Somebody sent it. The hymn, Will Your Ankle Hold, was written by Priscilla Jean Owens, an American Methodist evangelist and a hymn writer in 1882.
Yeah, but I mentioned
the music was composed by William J. Kirkpatrick, an American musician and a composer. The hymn is also known as We Have an Anchor, and it's also based on the Bible verse Hebrews 6:19, which says, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul.
Hebrews.
Hebrews.
Okay. No,
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but I mentioned earlier, I said that the author of the hymn was Priscilla J. Owens.
No, I get it.
Remember that I mentioned
but
that?
that's just to add that she's a
I
Methodist.
mentioned that. Okay,
so it's actually Methodist for him.
churches that came
Yeah.
years ago.
But this is 1882.
80 something. Then they look at the church that is there. So your church is 50 something, 60 something.
Yeah.
So what I have here is that Priscilla J. Owens, who was born on July 21, 1829, of Scots and Welsh descent, went to Baltimore, where she engaged in public school work, and for 50 years, she interested herself in Sunday school work, and most of her hymns were written. Most of her hymns were written for children's services.
Yeah. So obviously she belonged to a church. That's the point. That's why they are saying Methodist.
Okay. You see, simple. They should
I don't know.
Produce her tithe book.
No, not just that. Not just that.
But I mean, what I know is that most of the hymns that are. That's why you find one hymn in a Methodist hymnal. You find the same hymn in a Presby hymnal. You find the same hymn in the Baptist hymnal, and all of that. A lot of hymns are, generic, but well, I don't know.
But once you was
but
in
I don't think it matters. I don't think.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But so give Methodist people their flowers. That's okay.
I don't think it matters.
They should provide.
I mean, we sing a lot of Pentecost praises and worship in all churches all over. Do you know the number of Pentecost songs that are sung all across? A lot of the praises that we used to do, you do praises and worship in church. A lot of the songs that are, a lot of them are Pentecost songs.
Some to the origin is the
a lot
Apostolic Church. You know, some
Apostle
the number sometimes.
Yeah.
Even that Apostolic,
they take something.
Yeah, some of it is Apostolic.
Taking it.
Yeah. So I think once you do something, it's for the body of Christ. It doesn't really matter which denomination you are coming from. It's for the body of Christ.
No problem.
Daily Dispatch newspaper. Asantehene publicly blesses Baumia in Opoku Prempeh ahead of December 7 election. That's the headline. Canadian professors commend IGP Dampare for transforming the police service. Kudos to Dr. George Akufu Dampare. IGP 1.
Yeah.
And his 2 IC.
Mbano.
Tete Yohonu. In charge of operations. Good morning to you. Oboshi Sai Kofi heads 11-member MPP Manifesto Committee.
Hold on. I thought Chairman Sabunsu was part of that committee.
Okay, this is the unveiling, the launch.
Manifesto Committee.
So they are done. They have written it. They've crossed the T's and dotted the I. This is the unveiling committee.
Who wrote it there?
No. 11-member manifesto committee.
They haven't done event planning before.
Yeah, this is event planning. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It is what it is.
Let me go to the story.
The manifesto committee was put in place
months ago.
Very
well.
The governing New Patriotic Party is gearing up, for the launch of its manifesto for the 2024 election, scheduled to take place in Takoradi in the Western region on Sunday, August 18. Ahead of that, the party has formed an 11-member committee to plan and execute the crucial event. That's all. And it is headed by Oboshi Sai Kofi.
Bushi.
Yes, Oboshi Sai Kofi. Yeah. And also, Ghana is better off with NPP in power. Kennedy Japan to swing voters.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so Kennedy Japan says that after telling the government that if you've done wrong, we apologize. He's also saying that Ghana is better off with the NPP in power. So vote for NPP. That's according to Kennedy Japan. Mahama too say that Ghana is better off with NPP out of power. So vote for NDC. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours.
It's a matter of perspectives.
At the end of the day, the choice is yours.
How you look at the glass.
Yeah.
Some people see glass as half empty, half full. Some don't see the glass at all. Because the glass is gone.
Some too see the glass, but there's nothing inside.
Some glasses are also opaque.
Or
you can't see through.
And some too saw that at a particular point in time, the glass was full.
Yeah.
But at this time, the glass has been completely emptied.
Yes. And then there's another one that has the glass broken.
Yeah, the glass has been shattered into 1 million pieces.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
all of that is there.
Whatever you do with the glass is your problem. The Chronicle this morning. Baumia proposes radical reform of road tolling system. Quote, it appears we are tolling the poor and leaving the rich and the affluent to enjoy. Persons who live in places such as East Legon, Cantonment, Ridge, Laboni don't pay any tolls, but they have some best roads in Ghana. So now,
is he wrong?
No, how can you toll illegal roads? How can you like so like what? I just got they place a toll there and then.
Is he wrong?
I also use those roads. I don't use
exactly.
them. So if you told that roads, you end up using me again.
Exactly.
Because the poor people who live in Asalibo, don't they pass through there to go to Asalibo?
What's the point?
So
I don't go to Nkoko. I don't go to Kumasi.
So right now, if I have to go through cantonments to go and do something or to go and see somebody or something, and there's a road to the people who pay the road tolls will still pay.
There's the same people who go to the Kumasi and they pay. They use that Temamoto way. They pay.
So I'm asking, is he wrong?
No, but then answer. You have answered. You have answered.
Is he wrong?
You have answered.
We also share.
You have answered. I think what we can do is that if we say that
who said
V8 should pay 100 cedis, then if you say V8 users should pay 100 cedis, then yes, you are taxing the rich for that one, yes, because no poor person can owe a V8.
No, but have you forgot the vehicle, the luxury vehicle tax?
No, you are not getting me. I say V8.
Now V8,
this one is specific.
There are cars that use V8 engines.
You are not
that
getting
are not
me.
necessarily.
We all know the V8
people,
that we're talking about.
No,
we're not talking about V8 for
IB.
we are talking
V8,
about.
No, listen, IB.
I know it's
an engine.
I get you.
Type.
I get you.
And an engine
but I'm telling you that.
And the fact that somebody is driving, hold on. No, not necessarily.
No.
The fact that somebody is using a vehicle which has a V8 engine
if I
doesn't mean that the person is
you
well
understand. Don't worry. I'm not talking about tankers. You know when we mention V8 in Ghana, we are not talking about tankers. We are not talking about dump trucks and whatever.
We've made V8 a generic term to mean SUVs or nice SUVs. It's not even every nice SUV that has a V8 engine.
The point we are making is that
even now the new Land Cruisers that are coming and all of that have V6 engines.
You can't maintain and afford a V8
for your private purpose. We are not talking about using it for commercial people. The other vehicles we are mentioning are all for commercial purpose.
Using V8
for private use.
What I'm trying to explain to you.
No, I get you. I understand that.
Even today, there are a lot of luxury vehicles that are coming out, which have, let's say, V6 engines.
I get you.
That have engines that are not even V8 engines. In fact, a lot of the modern vehicles that are coming out are even beginning to phase out V8
but I think
engines.
the principle is that
and all of that.
Expensive vehicles. I think
yeah.
you
probably.
are dwelling so much on the
V8.
Okay. The point is, if you want the rich people to pay,
expensive
just single out their vehicles.
Okay.
And they will pay.
Okay.
You get it?
So if I'm driving an S-Class.
Exactly. You pay.
2022 S-Class.
You pay.
So what was the sense in? You see, that's the point.
Abrogating
and then here with Lantam, then this one they need to apologize. This one is not.
The road to thing.
The road to one they need to apologize.
So that one who should apologize? That Makwata.
It should come. There should be like that town hall meeting. You'll be there. The head of the economic management team.
You come and apologize.
The should be there. All those who took. The people who even bake the E-levy cake. They should be there because we're told that
the E-levy
we no longer. Can you imagine?
Road tolls.
And they're telling us we're just giving us 77 million. As if that is peanuts.
Anyway, Chief Justice opens debt recovery court to tackle rising case backlog. No candidate, political party is superior than the will of the people. The president is saying. The president, I'm sure, has sworn in some people again. Yeah, we have seen a picture here.
Yeah, this looks like this guy is swearing.
The way he said it for me, as if it's on a swearing screen. Now he just calls me when he comes.
Let me see. Let me
Look
see.
at the story. Look, it's some sort of swearing.
Yeah.
Because the things that they are holding in, if they don't swear you in, you can't. Yeah.
So said it there. It's like
the president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has warned against actions to subvert the will of the Ghanaian people going to the December 7th general elections. According to him, anyone found culpable of acts that are potential of jeopardizing the peace of the president. Blah, blah, blah. The president continued that, blah, blah, blah.
So where did he
president said this on Wednesday, August 7, 2024, at the Jubilee House during a ceremony to swear in new ambassadors. I'm sure Bidi too was also sworn in. Yeah, new ambassadors.
That's what, okay.
Yeah.
But he's not in the photograph.
Yeah.
He's not in the photograph.
Yeah. So at the swearing in of new ambassadors.
They were.
No, but swearing in is a presidential function.
Yeah.
So it's one of his presidential duties.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's it. There were one ambassador in situ, and then one ambassador at large.
Ambassador in situ.
Ambassador in situation. But in situ. Yeah. And an ambassador at large.
That's what it means. Will be like
in situ. That's what I think it means. Yeah.
That's what.
You are the drone version of an ambassador.
Yeah.
No, we know what happened. No, but the ambassador in situ.
Ambassador in situ.
What does it mean?
Ambassador in situation. I'm very sure. But you Google.
I'm going to Google.
Yeah, I'll always be right in this regard.
This your explanation.
Yes, ambassador in situ and ambassador at large. Because the ambassador at large, I've not. Let me see whether I can find his picture.
Maybe it was the one taking the picture.
So where's Edward Mahama?
No, he lost his post. Yeah.
He's no more ambassador at large.
No, he lost. Abide has taken that job. So I think the ambassador at large was sworn in at large because I can't find him here. He's not in the picture.
Okay, so according to the government, the ranking of ambassador in situ. Wait, I'm coming. Okay.
No,
ambassador in situ are diplomatic officials of the highest rank sent by one country as its long-term. Okay, so in situ, the definition in situ is the natural or original position or place.
Yeah, so that's where you are situated.
So where you are situated.
Yeah,
all right.
So that is it for the Chronicle quotation for this morning.
Quotation.
Leviticus 19:15. Do not pervert justice. Do not show partiality to the poor or favoritism to the great, but judge your neighbor fairly. And that's according to the road tools. So now we are going to judge the users of the road fairly. So to each his own.
To each his own.
Yeah. So you are rich.
If you live in East Legon,
pay more.
You pay more road tolls.
Yeah. So I think we should gauge the community.
So
before
East
you
Legon,
before you leave.
East Legon road tolls.
Lampo as property tax.
Yeah.
East Legon road tolls 50 Ghana.
But
Cantonment's road tolls 100 Ghana.
Yes. Jubilee House road too.
The president is not taxed.
Okay.
So he's excused. I think Transako road toll.
Yes.
50 Ghana.
Nima road too -5.
Anyway,
we have to pay the residents.
Taifa
road toll non-existent. Hey, Ashama road toll.
Ashama road toll.
The people are there.
Wala beba.
They have ways of entering and exiting the motor. You come and beg them to stop using those routes.
Yeah.
The Daily Statesman newspaper is the last one I have, and Electrochem to list on Ghana Stock Exchange. Also, MPP Council of.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's
go and buy shares.
It's called company security.
Yeah. Now they give it to the people.
If it's for the people, you can't collapse it.
To be a publicly
you can't collapse
it. Let's go and buy shares. Let's go and buy shares.
To when?
We don't know when. Yeah.
So when they list, we'll buy shares.
Okay. Have you ever
you buy shares, right?
Oh, it depends.
No, you can't force me to invest in a thing that I won't buy shares.
Have you bought shares before?
No, I've never. I would have had a haircut. You see, so a haircut avoided me.
No, if you had bought bonds.
The same, my brother. It's all investment. That's the point I'm making.
But you did these are shares.
A friend of mine that I know bought cocoa bonds.
Yeah, that's bonds.
It's supposed to be the safest.
Yeah, that's bonds. You get a haircut.
He's lost the money.
Yeah.
I'll look for a thriving entity and buy like five shares.
Yeah.
It depends on how much
when they are going for shareholders meeting, I'll show up.
Yeah, and
you're a shareholder.
Yeah, and they just scatter everything.
No, you can't scatter everything.
I'll show up.
It depends on how many. It depends on how many shares you have.
Yeah. If 5 shares, they won't even call you. When you raise your hand, they won't even see you.
Okay. I'll look for
and it depends on how much they float the shares. And how many shares you have.
You at the point number is 30 cedis.
Yeah. I think MTN shares have equally gone up. Yeah, when it was floated, something. Yeah, now it's gone up.
If you bought some, you can
if you bought some, yeah.
The rich will always remain rich.
That's the point.
So why didn't you go and buy the shares? When they were selling the MTN shares, and
you needed much more money. You needed much more money.
Use the money to go and eat shawarma.
You know that anyway. NPP Council of Elders urges loyalty among youth and also hundreds of jobs created through NEIP since 2017, according to Executive Director of NEIP, Abigail Swad Lai. And also government to reintroduce road tolls for infrastructure funding. Why is that when they mention road tolls, then it's like you need to explain. As if it's the first time we are taking road tolls in this country.
That's the point.
The rationale has always been for infrastructure funding. But now you find yourself explaining more because you yourself He took it away when there was no pressure.
That's
it's
true.
the only, I think road toll is the only, to some extent, levy that was taken without with citizens complaining that why are you taking it?
Yeah.
In the history of the world,
Yeah.
it's the only levy that people were asking. People who pay the levy were asking, why are you preventing me from paying this levy?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm now in the Daily States, man.
No, go to the back page. There's something on the back page.
Oh, what's there?
Read it. I want that.
Okay. Ghana's relay team
Uh-huh.
poised for Paris 2024
Glory.
Okay.
Yes. So we are poised for glory.
Baba Yara Stadium is shaped for Black Stars AFCON qualifiers. We hope so. And Sulemana to miss Southampton's Premier League opener. Comes to the photograph of the Sunderland guy, Kamaldeen Sulemana.
All right, so for the inside newspaper, NDC fingers Baumia in sleazy, overpriced, sole-sourced government contracts to family. Akufo-Addo and Mills are caring presidents, say ex-GPHA workers. Adentan High Court reaffirms Solomon Minta Aka as head of Aquano Royal Family. How a composite plan ordered Ni Odai Into family to avoid extending boundary. These family disputes. I don't know. Why is it such an issue? Why a family, who is the family head? Who are the kingmakers?
Land is involved.
It's about power.
Land is involved.
Why is it such a big deal?
Land is involved.
Somebody who is a family head. Like I don't get
Land
it.
is involved. And now people are subverting what the laid down processes are, right? They are circumventing processes, and some time back we knew who made up the royal family, and we knew lineages. You know that.
But don't we still know?
Now money has blurred the line. So now when a stool falls, as they put it in tree, instead of looking for the legitimate heir, they go for who has the cash. Because trust me, chances are if you go for who has the cash will spread, right? And everybody gets something. To the family, it's also gratifying that the family head or the chief or the queen mother has deep pocket. So their reverence is high. And that's it. So they overlook any other consideration. And now they can add small education. Because as when they sort of brofo. So you must be able to express yourself in English. That's it. So now the lines are blurred. And of course, Asama Boateng and his ministry, they are doing something like that. They are seeking to codify all these things for generations here to unborn. So when you come, you know very well that for this particular family, these are the royals. This is the lineage. This is the lineage. This is a succession plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So
if he's able to
do that for each and every single family?
No, as in, usually they will use paramouncies and then chiefs. No, not just family. Of course, how can you come and then codify how I choose my family head? But if
but for chieftaincy,
yes,
for
paramouncies and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said if he's able to.
Yeah. That's the thing.
See that dispute, it's a bigger economy.
Oh yeah, it is.
It benefits people.
Oh yeah.
It's in their interest for the lines to remain blurred.
Charlie.
Anyway. Why Nkrumah is the sole founder of Ghana, Professor Ajimendua and H. Kwesi Prempeh speak.
Yeah.
So one thing, Rastaman just threw one stone. Oh.
Yeah.
Rastaman threw one stone.
No, but I think the Rastaman here will be Professor Bafo Ajimendua, because I was shocked.
No, I think the Rastaman is the one that has started all this conversation. So I'd rather give it to ironically to President Akufo-Addo.
No, but listen to the lyrics. Rastaman threw one stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Now, and if you put it that way, then depriving me of my Rastaman. I've chosen my Rastaman for a different reason.
Exactly.
But that's the lyrics.
I get you, but I'm saying this stone is a stone that woke everybody up.
Yeah.
To say that, hey.
Yeah. The Y2K stone.
Yeah.
No, but if you want to go,
but if you go with the music,
then there has to be
likes of Professor Ajimendua.
Yeah, Bafo Ajimendua.
Yeah. Throw one stone.
So hey, it's like everybody was hiding.
Yeah.
And it brings a bad feeling to all the wicked men.
Yeah. That's why we say the timing of the president's comment politically were not expedient.
But we're observing the day he had to as the father of the.
You could have talked about any other thing rather than say that nobody can convince me that one person founded Ghana. You see, because nobody's convincing you. Did you try convincing the president?
Why will I do that?
Exactly. No, he's stating that. So
we know. The history of Ghana is there.
Yeah.
The role everybody played is there, and the history of Ghana has never been lost.
Yeah, on anybody.
The history of Ghana has never been lost.
Yeah.
When you go into our history books, you go into your even primary school social studies books, the history of Ghana is there. So you are learning about Sergeant Tajete. You are learning about the Big Six. You are learning about Kweji Agri. You are learning about Park Grant.
Yes.
You are learning about the UGCC.
Yes.
You are learning about the CPP. You are learning. So it's not like Ghana's history has only been Kwame Nkrumah alone and nobody else. That is not what the case has been.
It's never been.
We've always learned the history holistically. So I don't get it.
Sergeant
Ajeti, yeah.
Don't we celebrate them?
Yeah, we celebrate them.
When the time
Veterans Day. We do.
Veterans Day.
So,
and they were hounding us with this man's quote. If you educate a woman, you educate. If you educate a man, you agree.
Yeah.
You educate. Yes, all those.
We learn all of it.
Why do you say they were?
Small thing, no, they will throw it at you.
So
if you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a nation.
So Ghana's history as taught to us growing up has always been accurate, if you ask me, and has never been controversial.
No, we know JB Dankwa died in jail.
Know.
And we know how he got to jail, right?
Yeah.
We knew how unfair it was that he had to die in jail, right? So those things are there.
We learn all of that.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't understand. Nobody is trying to twist.
We know about the Sagrinti War.
We know the Sagrinti War. Yeah,
we know the bond of
1844.
Yeah. Yes. We know the Akatamanso War.
We know about all that.
Yeah. We know about which one? The other one? Sopon. We know the history of Sopon and what happened there, right?
Yeah.
We know about Mabon Dokunutu. You know Dokunutu. Agent to man to mom because on Timaba. We know about that. Right.
In fact, please give us a history lesson.
Okay, so the story is told. And I beg, this is the history. So the story is told about the Ashanti and then the Fanti war, like they were fighting, right? And then there were some people that were arrested.
I can't even stop laughing.
They were arrested, right? And then they were kept in an enclosed place without a door.
Yeah.
So what they did was to place bohu. You know bohu. Bohu is the long barrel, the long barrel weapon, right? They placed it there. Tiabofre.
Yes.
Good. They placed it there, and then they left. So
why is it to be called Tiabofre?
Yeah, it's militable free. You see, it's very long.
We need to call Professor Lionel to come and explain this one to us.
So the individuals, the Fantis, who had been rounded up and then kept in the doorless room, but with only a weapon there, were very courteous, very, very courteous. And it's even in a modern day Ghana, the Fantis are still very courteous. So when they were going to they will pray to the weapon that Major 2, men tumbom, because on Chemaba, to wait, please weapon, don't shoot me. I'm going to ease myself and I'll be back. And indeed, true to their words, they will go ease themselves and come back. Right? That's one. The other one is...
So they were talking to their guns.
Yes. The other one is the Dokunutu. You see, the Fanti Kinki, right? At the point, weapons were in short supply. And so they molded huge Kinkis, like cannonballs.
Yeah.
You get it? Yeah. Huge. But like cannonball, but it's a Kinki.
To put it there.
Yes. So then they were firing them.
They were firing the Kinki.
As a weapon. Little did they know that the Ashantis were starving. They didn't have food. So they would just catch the Kinki and all they needed was pepper. And so when they fired, they right?
Is this real history?
Oh no, we had it too. So
is this real history?
History happening to
Okay. This is the Morning Star. You are listening to Starr 103.5 FM. It is only on Starr FM that you hear this thing. This history there. Mama no clue too. I can't stop laughing. Anyway, let's go to starfm.com.gh. Bagbin clarifies adjournment decision amid recall request. Mahama is the right person to lead Ghana. That's according to Professor Poku Ajiman. Akufo-Addo, Bawumia's hypocrisy on sole sourcing exposed. That's according to the NDC. In the Eastern Region, chief criticizes politicization of LEAP program. Koforidua High Court sentences man to life imprisonment for triple murder. So that's it for the starfm.com.gh website.
Okay, so City Newsroom. A moment. City Newsroom. Going.
Also still on Starr FM. Okay. UGMC CEO commends IGP and POMAP for new police image. And Mahama criticizes Akufo-Addo for poor diplomatic relations with Burkina Faso. Bulsa chiefs urge Mahama to tackle unemployment in next NDC government. IEA to host presidential debates in October, November. Okay. And that's it for starfm.com.gh.
City Newsroom, economic challenges due to high exchange rate. That's according to ISE. That's Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research at the University of Ghana, Legon. Election 2024, reject Mahama. He can only serve for 4 years. Baumia. CTAC strike. We don't intend to close down schools. GTEC. Minority questions, Cocoa Board's 3.4 billion Ghana Cedis head office expenditure. Akufo-Addo aired in choosing August 4 as Founders Day. Historian. Bagwin summons Parliament to sit on September 3. Next NDC government will prosecute individuals behind Ejapadie, Sami Jemfi. NDC claims Bawumia's brother received 218 million Ghana cedis from 5 sole source contracts. No guinea fowl flew to Burkina Faso. Mahama on infamous a confirmed saga. IEA schedules presidential debate for October and November. And locked up investment holders hit streets again over unpaid funds. That is it for the City Newsroom.
All right. So that should do it for the newspaper headlines and the online stories this morning here on the Morning Star. Mutalainusa is here.